Bioinformatics is the use of computer science to study biology.
Then there's a computational biologist who I think of as being really interested primarily in the biology more than in the tools. And they use the computational tools incidentally to get at the biological question that they're really interested in.
We're at the moment that a lot of exciting things are happening. A lot of results from the decades of research in bioinformatics have been now utilized to, for example, to improve treatment for cancer patients.
All of cancer genomics, all of the things that allow scientists to uncover the genetic basis for diseases and to treat diseases is based on bioinformatics.
Computational biology research can allow us to develop vaccines faster. It can allow us to predict when we're going to need vaccines, what we're going to need vaccines for. It can help us trace the kind of origins of these viral outbreaks.
Here, there's this nice mix of you're getting lots of people who study informatics, so lots of different domain expertise.
The biology department here is also very strong. There's a lot of people that have really interesting data sets that are amenable to study by using these computational tools. The best work comes when there's kind of close collaboration between the computational side and the biology side, and it's just a really good environment for that sort of high quality work.
We have a tradition of supporting really first-class compute infrastructure.
The computing resources at IU are really amazing. So we have free access to all of Big Red 200, all of the graphics processing units that are in Big Red 200, so specialized for machine learning uses. It's just an amazing place to be able to take whatever idea you have and apply it to whatever data you have, and the computational resources are there.
We have people working on cancer genomics, we have people working on microbiome research like me, we have people working on genome privacy.
I'm interested in privacy-preserving technologies that allow us to analyze or mine massive biomedical data without compromising the privacy of individual patients.
I study the evolution of DNA sequences and genomes, whole genomes. The changes that are making us all look different are occurring in the DNA. How do we harness this information to understand all of that?
I'm looking at genome sequences, particularly on the plant genomes, social insects, bees, ants, that sort of thing.
I've been working on a couple of immunology projects related to the development of B cells, which are cells that make antibodies, which are the things that bind to and neutralize viruses.
Currently, what I work on is called single-cell RNA sequencing. We look at the individual gene expression of that cell. Then we aggregate this and try to understand how the tissue and how the cells are responding to, let's say, adverse environmental effects or even normal working, so we can have a better understanding. So the resolution is improved.
I work on microbiome research. We focus on microbial organisms, but we have to develop new computational tools and also AI tools so that we can interpret the genomic sequences from microbial communities.
There are probably right now some questions we have to answer in terms of ethics and morals. We've not been in this position to tangibly change ourselves. Who gets to decide this? What changes are allowable? What types of experiments should be conducted? Who owns the information?
I think the people who are growing up right now, in 20 years in this country, in the industrialized world, will have to make decisions about their own health, their children's health, and so forth.
Now, or in the future, people will need to spend more time to study the mechanisms. Why the changes of the composition of the microbial communities have this impact? How can we change that composition so that we can improve the human's health or result in a better treatment?
There will be technologies where you sequence the single molecule. Literally the idea that I take a drop of blood from you and I will get out your genome sequence because the DNA is in there.
You're only limited by your imagination in computational biology and bioinformatics.